All right, what is going on, big dogs? I hope you guys are having a good day. Today is Thursday. The Alpha 2 servers are back online, and I got to look at the guild buffs that I was talking about earlier. It is another skill tree that you can go into for your guild. I'm looking at it right now for Syndicate. This is our guild, and the servers just came online. So you see that there's different trees that you can go into. The first one you can start with, you can add 10 members. XP debt multiplier reduced by 15%. Maximum guild size increased by 10. Then at that point, you can go left to combat, middle to keep expanding your guild, or to the right, you can go into crafting and artisanship stuff. So we will go left to right. The first one, adventuring XP. Adventuring XP multiplier increased by 5%. This will be really good starting off for new guilds trying to level up. Then you have weapon XP. Weapon XP multiplier increased by 5%, guild size increased by 10 again. So at this point, even if you want to go specifically into combat, you can add 20 more people to your guild size just through here through 3 nodes. Then you have guild resource drop rate. Resource drop reduced by 10%. It seems like a negative. I don't know how else to read that up. Reduced seems kind of weird. You'd think it'd be increased, but regardless, you can then branch out here. You can go to methodical mind, or we're going to ignore it. They spelled that wrong. It's okay. I forgive you, Intrepid. Max mana is increased by 5%, or you can choose the will of the goddess. XP debt multiplier reduced by 15%, or valorous vitality, max health increased by 5%. So just different choices to choose from here. Obviously, all of them have their different ones, but I think max health would be the one that I would choose, or the XP debt multiplier. I think these would be my first two. Then you have constitutional regeneration. Health regeneration increased by 5% of your constitution. And then you have mental regeneration. Mana regeneration increased by 5% of your mentality. And then you have unlimited power. Power multiplier increased by 5%. I'll be curious to see if this is additive or not, and if the 5% is actually more like 3 point whatever. But regardless, if you decide to branch into combat, you can overall in this first iteration, you can get up to 5% more increased power. If you go into the middle tree and you're a larger guild and you want to have everybody under the same umbrella, what you have is plus 10 members, and then plus 20 members. So you can have 40 here through 3 instead of 20. So it's double the amount. Over here, plus 10, max health increased by 5%, guild maximum size increased by 10, guild plus 10 members, max mana increased by 5%, guild size increased by 10, 2 different branches, guild size increased by 20, guild size increased by 20, guild size increased by 20, max health increased by 5, guild size by 10, max mana increased by 5, guild size increased by 10. And so you see over here, going into these, if you hit all these different trees, you get similar health and mana. You get a lot more people added, but you don't get that damage bonus. So it's just a lot more people. And then over here on the crafting side, you have artisan learners. Gathering XP rating increased by 50, processing XP rating increased by 50, crafting XP increased by 50. And then you have gathering XP. Gathering XP rating increased by 100, processing XP rating increased by 100, crafting XP increased by 100. And then you have crafting quality rating increased by 100, processing time reduction rating increased by 150, gathering quantity rating increased by 150. And then you have gathering rarity rating increased by 150, maximum guild size increased by 20, and then you have quantity increase rating increased by 150, maximum guild size here again increased by 20, and then crafting quality increased by 150, maximum guild size increased by 20. And so these are pretty interesting. I think the adding players and getting max mana and max health really offsets some of the combat reductions you get depending on what your guild size is. I think this middle tree makes a lot of sense for bigger guilds. For my guild that I am in, I think going to this left side and branching into the right side make a lot of sense. I know there are a lot of crafting guilds out there that would first branch into the right tree. So overall, I like where this looks at first. At first glance, I think there's choices for different guilds depending on their guild size, depending on what their choices are. Obviously you don't have to expand your guild. Like if you have 200 people and you want to keep 4 guilds of 50 and you want to take advantage of combat and you want to take advantage of crafting, you can do that. Or if you want everybody under the same umbrella, you could do that as well. And so it presents interesting options for different guild sizes, different guild types, different specializations. All all this looks pretty cool to me. I think this is a good, overall, it's a pretty cool first start. I was expecting a little bit more mitigation, a little bit more damage in this tree, but at the same time, if they did that relative to what they added here, I feel like the left tree would be pretty much the no-brainer obvious choice. So 5% max power, I mean, that's quite a bit. I don't know. Just looking at it in general, I think there's obvious choices. For us, we'll go to the left tree. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Just wanted to get a quick one out. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.